in that North Melbourne area there wasn't a legal service, whereas other parts of the inner suburbs, Carlton in particular, Fitzroy, was all serviced by what was then a very large and prestigious legal service in the Fitzroy Legal Service.
And to get across from Flemington, North Melbourne to Fitzroy doesn't sound difficult, but in fact it was. And so we had the idea to take the legal service to the community rather than the community to the legal service.
We originally set up at the Uniting Church Hall several evenings a week before we got our own premises, but there was simply a need for it.
We were very small in those days. We were all volunteers. We didn't have much by way of permanent facilities. We didn't have a day operation.
The fact that we didn't have premises meant that we didn't have any signage. So we sought to remedy that by prevailing upon a very kind electrical contractor in Abbotsford Street to manufacture a fluorescent tube sign which had in black writing North Melbourne Legal Service on white acrylic.
Well, I suppose it gave us a sense of satisfaction in being able to assist a client, and it might be as small as writing a letter to someone saying the motor vehicle crash wasn't our fault, and if you want to sue us, go right ahead, and knowing that in the end the other party dropped the claim. I mean, with little things like that.
Probably the best case example I had from the service was a mother living on the top floor of the public housing in Haynes Street in North Melbourne who was unable to get hot water for her family during the hours of about 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. when all of the activity was taking place downstairs, and there was such a draw on the water supply that no hot water would get up to the level she was on. And it was quite a satisfying task to try and get something done about that, and quickly. Lo and behold, the Housing Commission moved in and had some plumbing works done to the building, and in fact restored hot water to all the residents of the top floor.
But I think the objective probably would have been to perhaps start something and then see that perhaps a new group could pick it up and continue it, and then hopefully they would hand over to another group, and this seems to have happened, somewhat to my astonishment.
But yes, I feel very proud to be associated with the history and with the founders, and I'm very proud of everybody who's taken on and become involved since to ensure its continuity.